Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. That was my oven preheating. I am so freaking excited for today's video because I feel like it's really in line with what I want to do, and I'm personally really excited about it, and I'm excited to share with you guys. So let me actually explain what I'm doing. I know I talked about in my New Year's resolution video that I really want, actually I don't know if I got this specific, or actually if I got this broad with it. I think a big thing for me this year that I really want to do is follow through with a lot of my curiosities. Like I think I'm I'm a naturally very curious person, but I don't always follow through with that, and I really want to spend this year like learning more about different things that I've always been interested in and always really wanted to know more about, and programs I want to know how to use and that sort of thing, but I just never have. So that's where this series comes into play. So there are two big things currently that I have taken on as challenges, learning challenges over the past couple of weeks that I plan on continuing for a while, that I thought would be really fun to share me learning online. So I'm gonna be posting about it on my TikTok and obviously like shorter form and then longer form videos on here, just kind of walking you guys through the things that I'm learning, and hopefully you guys can maybe learn with me. I don't know, I think it's a cool idea. So yeah, I don't know, I think it's a cool idea. I think it'd be really cool to kind of share the different tools that I'm trying to learn. The two big ones right now that I'm trying to learn, I'm currently taking a digital design class. It's super intro. I'm gonna be honest, the professor is not great, and so I'm doing a lot of learning on my own outside of class, which is what today's video is going to be about. And then I'm also learning how to code, and that is a much bigger undertaking. I'm currently doing a Code Academy course, working my way through that, and obviously I can't show you guys the course because I'm paying for it and I would get sued or asked for my video to be taken down. I'd get a nasty email. But eventually my goal with that is to do some really fun like data analytics projects that I could share on here, and hopefully one day make graphics and tools that you guys can actually use, which I think would be super, super cool. With all that being said, today's video is focused on Illustrator. I want to try to follow this TikTok tutorial. I'm now on like Illustrator TikTok, and I'm getting like all of these really fun tutorials, and this one actually applies to an assignment I have for a class. Basically, for our next project, we have to take a snack food item and turn it into like a quasi advertisement, but you can be pretty creative with it. This is not what I'm going to use for my final project because the final project has a bit stricter guidelines, but I thought it was a cool start. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the TikTok and screen record my laptop and also record me doing it, and this should be fun. I want to preface, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I struggle so much, but that's the fun of it. Like, we're learning together. Okay. Hello everyone, so you are now looking at my screen, and I have the TikTok pulled up that I'm going to show you guys what they did. So this is the TikTok. It's from Let's Did It, just to give complete credit. But I think it's super cool, and again, I have to do some sort of snack food thing for class anyway, so I was like, might as well. So I did go ahead and look into the whole situation with the font beforehand, because if you go into Illustrator, this font is not automatically available. So it is the Bubblegum font, but it's also not Bubblegum Pop, because I went to Adobe Fonts and it wasn't that. So it's not Bubblegum Pop. You have to go online and you can just download it to your computer, but it's just called Bubblegum, and that's what it looks like, just by the way. Okay, so I just did a standard letter file, so just new file, letter. There you go. So the first thing that we need to do, obviously, or not obviously, this was not obvious to me. I literally thought you could do everything in one singular layer. I'm just now starting to play around with layers, so it was not obvious to me. But for the first layer, we're gonna wanna make, whoa, holy crap. We're gonna wanna make a box around the letter thing. I also have like a really weird, hold on, I want to change my workspace to essentials because I don't know what's happening. Okay, so for the fill, I'm not going to do his exact, I kind of want to do like a brighter blue than he did. So you might do that, and then, oh shit. And then adjust as necessary. But I'm gonna do this like bright blue because I think it's cool. Okay, then for the text, we're gonna type OMG in all caps. And then if you're new to Illustrator, this holding down Shift while you're enlarging something keeps its shape. Otherwise, like when you do it, it can do that. So anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna change this to bubblegum. Ha! And then I'm gonna copy it 3 times. I also need to change all these to white. I'm also gonna, honestly, I'm just gonna eyeball center them. I don't know if I care that much. Because everything's gonna be like wacky when we do the twirly thing. That thing. So anyways, I'm gonna change all these to white. Okay, they're changed to white. I also need some coffee. This is like stressing me out. By the way, this platform and Photoshop, they are so, I know I mentioned before, but they are not intuitive. Literally, I mean, parts of it are obviously, like the tools, like the text tool is intuitive, like that sort of thing. But the actual, when you're going in and doing like these edits and stuff and effects, it's not intuitive, and I have cried at least 3 times while doing Illustrator. I also just cry, so don't, I mean, it doesn't mean that much, but I have cried 3 times. Okay, so now that we have this, we want to do the twirly feature. Now, see, I was playing around with this before I decided to film this video because I didn't want to be sitting here like, how do I do this with it being silent? So I tried to figure out where the twirl feature was, because it's literally not on, if you know how to use Illustrator, it is not on this at all. Like it's not on my toolbar or anywhere in my workspace. I can't find it. And it's also not in any of these. Watch it be here now. But I don't see, I see spiral tool, but that's not the same thing. We need the twirl tool. And then I also was like, maybe it's a symbol spinner or something, but it's not. And it's just not, oh, and I lied. It is right here. It is right here. And I can also add it to my workspace, which I might just go ahead and do. Okay, so this is the tool that you want. It's the twirl tool. Now, another thing with the twirl tool, it's kind of fun to say, is that when you first get it, I think because I've used it before, it's a little bit larger, but when you first get it, actually maybe not. Is it gonna work? Oh, hold on, we have to do one other thing. So, oh my God, no pun intended. Okay, hold on. Oh, I also didn't make another layer. Hold on, everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna make another layer and delete all of these, lock this layer, go to layer 2, and then copy and paste. Okay. See, this is why I tried things a bit beforehand, because I knew, I tried it a couple of days ago, and I knew that I'd forget and that we would struggle a little bit here. Okay, beautiful. Then we want to select all 3 of these, right click, I don't know why it's doing that, and do create outlines. I don't know why, but that's what he did. So we're creating outlines, select. Then we can go in with the twirl tool. Now, when I use the twirl tool, before, it was quite difficult because it was, I think it was pretty small, and also maybe it's readjusted since, no, it's moving slow because I adjusted the settings. But you have to go in, it was moving like crazy fast. Like the twirl was going like insane. And so you have to double click and adjust on here. So for the adjustments, I think I did change the width. I think it was at 200 when I first used the twirl tool, and now it's obviously at 400. I changed it. And then I think I decreased the intensity and also decreased the twirl rate here. So it should be good. And he kind of started here and moved around like that. What I found when I was playing around with it is you really have to do it. Like, I don't know how he did it in one go, but you like really have to, it's trial and error. Also, for the twirl tool, the longer you hold down, the more intense the twirl is. So that's looking crazy. So maybe not that. Also, just FYI, I mean, this is, I think, pretty standard knowledge, but I literally didn't know it. So, but I want to also say, I have the technological expertise of a 55-year-old man. Like, I don't know what I'm doing ever. And so I literally didn't know that Command Z was undo until I took this class. So that's what I'm doing to get rid of the things that I'm doing. Yeah. But yeah, like, that looks like crap. But like, you can just play around with it. I'm gonna hope to get it in a way that I like it before this video is over. Or I think maybe he moved that way. Did he? I don't know. I might turn down the, why is this not working? Oh, you double click. See, we struggle. Okay, I'm gonna do it at 350. Maybe not. Will I get this in a way that I like it? I think I was moving around. I think he was moving around this way. Let's see. Let's actually check his. Hold on. So my man here was moving around. Yeah, he moved around that way. Okay, so it's, oh, that's pretty close to what he did, low-key. Just saying. Okay, I am gonna move it back to 400. I'm sure this is absolutely exhilarating to watch. But I promise you, we're gonna have a beautiful end product. Okay, he moved like that. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's right though. It's not right. It's not feeling right. Also, you can play around. I should say that. You can play around. Actually, I might turn it back to 350. Sorry. I think like everyone is going to hate me after this video. Oh, you can play around with the, I like how I'm pointing the screen. No one can see it. But you can play around with these little red squares. You can do stuff with that. Honestly, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to play around with it on my own because I think I'm literally going to have to do this 10 plus times to figure out what I want to do, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll show you guys. But I'm not leaving you. I'm doing just the same thing over and over again until I'm happy with the result. That's it. Okay, so I'm back, and this is what our product looks like. So the only thing I did while I was gone is I enlarged the OMGs a little bit, and then also I started playing around with this, which I thought I'd show you guys. So like I said, if you go to this, what is this tool called? The direct selection tool. Okay, you can go in and you can adjust these little things. So really I was trying to make some of them not, whoa, well, I say that and then it does weird things. Trying to make them like not as harsh, not as pointy, because I kind of want everything to be a bit more like curved. Like I don't really want the lines to be super pointy. Why is this? I say all these things, but then I can't figure it out. But like that, I kind of like that better, less like pointed and rigid. And so I was just playing around with that. Like I don't really like that this is so close together. So I think I can just move. I think that's so cool. You can just move it. So yeah, once you basically just play around with it, and I feel like I sound like my professor. I actually sound more, no, I'm not gonna say that. My professor's not great. Peace and love, peace and love. Yes, so this is kind of the finished product. I think I might wanna make this little bit, although I don't know. She's kind of slaying. Yeah, we're gonna keep her. But I think it looks pretty good. I don't really like how close this is to the G. So we can even move the whole thing up. Did I mean to do that? Absolutely not. But there we go. And I think that looks great. I think that looks great. And that was great. So then the next thing that we have to do obviously is get the Oreo. Before we do that, I'm gonna lock this layer and create a new layer for the Oreo image. So for the Oreo image, I literally went like Oreo, like transparent Or I just think I said like Oreo. Holy crap. Oh my Lord. I promise you I can spell. I promise. And then I got an image. I already have it downloaded, but I used this image here. So just save it to your computer. Then we're gonna file, open. No, I'm gonna drag and drop is what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna show you guys my desktop, so hold on. Okay, actually I think I can just copy it from the internet again and paste it in there for you guys without having to save. So, yes, okay. So this is the Oreo image that we're using. Obviously it's not the one with the bite out of it, but I think it's fine. It's fine for our purposes. So, okay, I don't know how much I had to cut that out because I got some Teams messages from work that I didn't really want people to see, but yes, so I have the Oreo. I just copied it in there. Again, I don't know how much I had to edit out, but I copied it in there. And then I think it started this big and I just held down shift and did it. But now that I see the Oreo here, I realize that I don't really like this space, this like white space here. So I'm gonna unlock this layer and adjust this. Oh, not that whole thing, but like maybe move it up, maybe move this one down a little bit. Well, maybe really move this one, I think. Oh no, like that. Just because I don't really like all the white space that's there. Bring this in a little bit. Okay, something like that I think looks a bit better and kind of fits the Oreo I think lays better against it, if that makes sense. I don't really love this though, but we can adjust later as well. But I'm gonna just enlarge it a little bit more, I think, like something like this. I think that looks great, although I can't tell if it's centered. Okay, I think that looks great. Then the only other thing that I want to do to this Oreo is I don't think it sticks out enough from the background. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how to do this, but I think it's effect. Okay, it's effect, stylize, and drop shadow, I think. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the standard. Now, the only issue with this is I don't know what these are, these little things. They're just part of the image, and I'm not really quite sure how to go about dealing with that. I might try to crop it out a little bit. Did that work? Oh, I don't know what it did. I don't know what that did. Well, we're gonna just leave it because I literally don't know how to deal with that. But yes, so then, I mean, if you want to play around, well, if you want to play around more with like the position of everything, if you want to go in and again, like adjust the white parts of the text, like the swirl elements, you can do that. For right now, honestly, I'm just gonna export this because I am delighted with it. So what I've been doing for exporting for my class, so we'll put this as final snack vid. And then I save it as a JPEG and use the artboards because then it cuts out what's outside of the board, I think. Don't hold me to that. And then I always save it as like the maximum because I don't care, I want it to look nice. I realized while doing this that it literally did not have the, where was it? Oh, stylized drop shadow. It didn't have the shadow. Okay, I went back too far. Now we'll export it. Okay, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, hold on. Export as artboard final. It's gonna ask me if I want to replace. I do. I think that looks beautiful. I think that looks so beautiful. And I think it's a similar, obviously it's not the exact same thing. I use a different blue, I use a different Oreo image. Everyone's like twirl is gonna be a little bit different, but I think it looks quite similar. I think it's a similar vibe to what that man put on his TikTok. And I I am quite pleased. I think it looks beautiful. Okay everyone, so this is our beautiful finished image. I am so happy with how it turned out. I think it looked really cool and looks, not past tense. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that my commentary is literally all over the place. I want you to know that before I filmed this video, I actually did this beforehand, just like playing around with the tool beforehand, just so I wasn't a chaotic mess, and I still managed to forget how to do everything during this video, but that's okay. That's part of the fun because we're learning together. If there's any other projects, I literally will do any design project. If you guys see something on TikTok, if like there's a certain effect that you want to know about in Illustrator, I will trial and error anything for you guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna search for stuff and also implement like my class assignments that I have to do into these videos because I think that'd be fun. Also have to do them anyways. That is that, and I'm very happy with our design. I hope that you guys, if you did it along with me, are happy with your design. I'm super excited to be filming these videos and to be sharing the things that I'm learning with you guys. So I hope you like them. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I will chat to you guys in my next one. Bye.